Am I the asshole for my petty response to my boyfriend's purposeful incompetence about chores? My boyfriend has started pretending to be bad at basic life shit like dishes and laundry, like he can't do it so I do it. I felt pretty frustrated with that and told him straight up that I knew he didn't forget how to clean since he moved in with me. He was always very competent living alone and I didn't appreciate him forgetting how to do chores. I said that when I asked him to do dishes and he refused until he finally did them wrong, that I was not that stupid. He said that he was trying his best and I was wrong for saying he was trying to manipulate me. And that from his perspective I asked him to do something and he did it the best he could and I kept at him because it wasn't up to my impossibly high standards and he couldn't win. And he wanted me to believe him when he says he is trying. Anyway, this might be petty but I decided to give believing him a try. So, he had bleach-stained my favorite little black dress. Instead of getting mad, next time he had a family event, I put it on. He asked me if I was really going to wear that. It looked messy. I said that I loved that dress and understand accidents happen, so I wasn't mad or upset it had bleach spots, actually. I thought it looked kinda cool. He said he really thought it looked bad and I said if he wants he could Sharpie on the white spots real quick in the Uber. It ended up looking even worse. Another time, we were having dinner and he had done the dishes, but put some of the cups and bowls in the dishwasher upside down so they filled with dirty dishwater. I took those cups and bowls, dumped them out in the sink but didn't wash them further, and served his food in them. He said that it was dirty and I was like, they just came out of the dishwasher. It's just water, it's fine. He said that no, it was disgusting, and I said it was really no biggie. I was getting over my impossibly high cleanliness standards and I really didn't think it was that gross. The last time, I had cooked for a work party of his. After cooking, the dish needed to cool for about 30 minutes then be refrigerated. I had plans with my friends that night and I asked him to put the dish away after it cooled. He forgot. The next morning he noticed the dish was never refrigerated. I said it was fine, it was just a mistake, and it would probably be fine to eat, there wasn't a lot of meat in it. He got frustrated and said that you can't serve meat left out overnight even if it is, only a little, and I said, oh I think it should be okay, stuff happens. He stopped being so lazy about chores after he realized I seemed totally okay with leaving stuff done badly and that he'll be living with it. But I feel a little petty for having been dishonest about it. I actually hate how my bleached dress looked and my stomach turns at dirty dish soup and unrefrigerated meat. Am I the asshole for being petty? Not the asshole. You're a genius. It's not petty. It's refusing to let him externalize the costs of his behavior to you. Think it's brilliant and you should keep doing it whenever this comes up. If he's truly being willfully incompetent, you will get the results you see here and he'll have to cut the shit out. If it's an area where it is truly your higher standards, you will see that when he doesn't care and you'll be able to decide what to do with that information. Well done. Why don't you just dump him? Rather than be petty, upgrade yourself. Not the asshole. The white spots? Oh, Joe put bleach in the wash with it. I think it came out looking great. The Sharpie marker to try to cover it up was his idea, too. At his family event. Tell him all what a goober he's being. I love it. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. He played and he lost. Too bad for him. Not the asshole, he was manipulating you into you doing everything. But once he realized you weren't going to play along and be his mommy, he decided to be an adult. It was a learning experience, not being petty. Not the asshole. The fact that you have noticed him being less lazy about chores confirms your suspicions that he was probably being manipulative. Not the asshole at all. This almost feels like malicious compliance and I love it. Not the asshole, but if I were you I'd be thinking very hard about what this episode shows about his character and orientation towards partnership. Do you want to be locked in a constant passive-aggressive struggle just to keep your house clean? How is he with money, taking care of you when you're sick, helping if you hit a rough spot? I have no idea if you'd want kids with this man, but a guy who will stick you with the dishes will stick you with all the childcare, and you're not going to be willing to let the kid go hungry or unchanged to teach him a lesson. Am I the asshole for saying I raised my 2 younger sisters? My 28F parents died when I was 18 and my twin sisters were 11, from a car crash. We had no other relatives to take my sisters in. I was about to start college. Thankfully, my parents left us a very generous life insurance payout and a wealthy trust, enough to last my sisters and I through college and some years after with appropriate housing and living expenses. I didn't take any chances with the money. I smartened up and talked things out with my parents' financial advisor to make sure we would be set. I proceeded to college and took a part-time job just in case. I knew I wasn't in a capacity to handle my sisters full-time and we absolutely had nobody else to go to, so I explained the situation to them, with a counselor present, and enrolled them in a private boarding school. I kept tabs on them all throughout their education. I spent as many weekends and my holidays with them. I went to PTCs, as many recitals and games as I could, even helped them shop for prom dresses. I was very involved in their life. I also made sure to schedule them sessions with a therapist and received constant updates from their guidance counselor. My sisters ended up graduating with no trouble, and they're lovely, well-adjusted human beings both in college now. I am now a college lecturer doing my PhD. We have a close relationship and I am so lucky that they have been kind and understanding throughout the years. I spent the weekend with a friend's 28M family last weekend and they asked me about myself, all the usual. Somewhere in the conversation I said, I raised my sisters, and my friend's sister disagreed. She said the boarding school raised them and I shouldn't take credit for that. I disagreed and said I fulfilled the role of a parent, so yes, I raised them from age 11 onward. She said I was an asshole for pretending to be a parent, and I give real parents a bad name. Weekend went downhill after that and I didn't feel comfortable after. Friend and his parents are on my side, but the sisters now posting passive-aggressive stuff on social media. Am I the asshole? Yes, you raised them. You ensured they had their needs met, you provided a responsible adult role model, and you were actively involved for milestones. You did it a little unconventionally, because that's what was best for the three of you to move on and succeed. Not the asshole, and don't let anyone take away from what you accomplished. Not the asshole. Your friend's sister can go pound sand. You did amazing. Starting with involving the already known and trusted financial advisor right on through, you made good decisions. Some people would have delayed college and stayed home. That is another correct way to do it. Your way was already correct. Good for you and your sisters. What sort of person starts this kind of fight? Your friend's sister was being nasty and judgmental. Don't place any weight on her opinion. Even her own parents think she's out of line. Not the asshole. NTA. So any parent that sends their kid to boarding school becomes a fake parent. Your friend's sister is a jerk. Not the asshole. I'd like to commend you for not only doing everything you could to provide for them what they need, but also for taking care of yourself and your needs. Being a caretaker is a very difficult job, especially when you're barely an adult yourself. Others, including her, have absolutely no room to judge you and your decisions. Sounds like she expects you to have abandoned your future entirely to become a replacement mom for them, and all that would have done is set you back, and potentially strain your relationship with your sisters. You made the best out of an absolutely horrific situation. Your sisters are healthy, happy, and educated. Don't let anybody take that accomplishment from you. Not the asshole. You did raise your sisters and were in charge of their finances, ensuring they had what they needed, took care of therapy, spent time with them. If that's not a parent, I don't know what is. Those girls were so lucky to have you. Not the asshole. Boarding school assisted in solving a lot of logistical problems that would have been difficult or impossible to navigate otherwise. That doesn't mean you didn't take on the role of parenting them, however, and you did all the things a parent should do. While I know there's a stereotype that kids are dropped off at boarding school and the parents never contact them again, I'm guessing that's not really the desired outcome, and there are lots of reasons why highly involved parents may still choose boarding school. You raised your siblings exceptionally well and you used your resources very wisely. You should be proud, and the friend's sister can shove it. My goodness. This girl is an atrocious egotistical nightmare. Block her on Facebook for your peace of mind and don't go over there again. Your peace matters. Bravo to you for your intelligence and tenacity. Am I the asshole for leaving my birthday party because my sister showed up? I caught my former brother-in-law making out with another woman, but when I told my sister what I witnessed, she dismissed it and pretty much called me a jealous, ugly girl with no future who is trying to ruin her marriage because I was jealous of all the things she had. She yelled at me for half an hour making fun of all my insecurities and fuck-ups. I was 17. I was just a child who loved her sister and wanted the best for her. I stopped talking to her and everyone thought I was lying. I already had low self-esteem. Her words didn't help at all, and on bad days I still think about what she said. They were together for 3 more years before she realized that he was lying to her. She tried to apologize and build up a relationship again, but I was done with her. Everyone in my family has been asking me to forgive her and I haven't. She hurt me when she said all those things about me. It was my birthday last week. My mom wanted to host a small party. I told her that I didn't want my sister to attend. She said she wouldn't invite her. She did turn up. I think mom invited her. I was incredibly upset. My girlfriend asked me if I wanted to leave and I nodded. She found the right moment and slipped out without anyone noticing. I told mom about 5 minutes after we left. Everyone is upset with me. My dad thinks I was childish. My mother is not speaking to me because I embarrassed her in front of the family. I feel like shit because I just wanted to away from my sister and I didn't care what happened or what mess I left for my family. Not the asshole. What you did is called enforcing a boundary. You have made it clear that you don't want anything with her, so you made sure that you wouldn't. The assholes are everyone trying to force something you don't want. E.g., your mother embarrassed herself. Not the asshole. I love that dysfunctional families always want the person that was wrong to just let it go and forgive, so they can pretending never happened and they get to play happy families. For all of them, each and every one of them, it's better for you to forgive because it makes their life easier. It was embarrassing for them because you showed the truth, they couldn't hide it. Let them know if they do that again, you'll do the same thing, so if having you around doesn't work for them, well, there's an easy solution to it. Not the asshole. Wow, she really unloaded on 17-year-old you, huh? I don't blame you for not forgiving her. Sometimes an apology just is not enough and that bridge remains burned. Not the asshole. Sounds like your family still isn't treating you right and that they're not actually thinking of you in any of this, especially since they decided to do it on your birthday. They didn't respect your boundaries, so you 100% owe them nothing. If they give you shit, ask them why they thought it was okay to upset you on your birthday. And is it about them being happy or you being happy? Also, I hope you get the chance for a make-up birthday. Not the asshole. It's on your mom for being a lying liar pants. Not the asshole. You shouldn't be forced to be around people who are bad for your mental health. Regardless of it being your birthday, you removed yourself from an uncomfortable situation. Nothing wrong with that. You'll talk to your sister again when you're ready. Or you won't. That's the beauty of free will. The choice is yours. Not the asshole. Your mom pulled the old bait and switch. She thinks she knows better than you and you just need to get over it, so she purposely invited your sister thinking that you would see each other and just jump into each other's arms. She is a major asshole and by forcing that kind of contact indefinitely prolonged any reconciliation. You did the right thing and left, and I must congratulate you on finding a way to not display histrionics over the situation. I would have gone ballistic. NTA. It's not about realizing you weren't lying and apologizing for that. It's all the mean things she said that she can never take back. There was no reason for her to be abusive to you because she didn't like what you told her. A simple sorry wouldn't fix the mean words for me and it doesn't have to for you either. You set your boundaries, people should respect it. Am I the asshole for not accommodating my friend with health problems? I, F24, have inherited my parents' house and money a few months ago after they passed away. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath. I moved into it almost immediately and then a few ago, invited my friend and her fiancé, F24 and M26, to stay with me since they were having some financial issues. I gave them the bathroom upstairs as well as the smaller bedroom. I have a lot of clothes so I converted the bigger one into an extra closet for me. They moved in last week while I was away for a business trip and when I came home, they sat me down and asked if they could have the master bedroom and I move into the smaller one. The master bedroom is huge. My parents had the house custom built for them when they just got married and didn't plan on kids, so the master bedroom takes up the majority of the upstairs. The bathroom is huge with a tub, walk-in shower, vanity space, and 2 sinks. However, when I moved in, I paid $50,000 to have the entire bathroom remodeled. I said no because it was my house and I am paying for the majority of bills, they pay 1/4, and the fact that I couldn't fit all my stuff in the small room. They argued if I couldn't fit my stuff, then they couldn't fit the stuff of 2 people. They then went on to explain how my friend has IBS and other digestive problems, as well as autism, and baths help comfort her. Their bathroom does have a bath, it's not as big as mine, but it still works. I still said no and that I'm sorry that she's going through that. She complained that it's tough for her to run out of the room and into the bathroom a couple doors down. They then went on to mention how if I am planning on getting my basement remodeled, that I could remodel it to help fit their needs. And I once again said no because I'm converting it into an office space for my boyfriend. He's currently in a master's program, since we both will work from home. They said that they felt like I didn't care about her health problems and was being rude for not helping them when they needed it. I reminded them that this is not a permanent situation and they stormed off. It's been a week and they still have refused to move their boxes upstairs until I stop, spoiled, and give them the master bedroom. Some of my friends are saying that I am the asshole for not just letting them stay in the room until they move out, when they keep acting like this is permanent. Or even just moving my stuff out of the bigger bedroom and they let stay in there, while others are saying that I have the right to say no and should just kick them out if they don't just agree to stay in the smaller room. So am I the asshole? Edit: I have a meeting with a lawyer tomorrow to set up a leasing contract, and if they don't sign it then I am legally allowed to kick them out in my state, and that's what I plan on doing. Not the asshole. Stop whatever you are doing, get a lawyer and write up a lease agreement. You are being nice and they seem to be looking to take advantage of you. They could end up being squatters or worse. Please get legal advice. Not the asshole. Look, I'll be as direct as possible. You need to have these people find other living arrangements as soon as possible. Do not be surprised if it results in having to have an eviction notice served. I've dealt with having a family member live with us to get back on her feet. It ended up being a whole year and we had to have her served. These people are brand new in your home and are already trying to bully you. They will not relent in their demands. They already demonstrated that. The fact they are already trying to talk you into a reno just for them, the basement, is a reality check for you. This is your home. Yours. Don't let them bully you. Not the asshole. Have them move out before you need to have them evicted. Not the asshole. They argued if I couldn't fit my stuff, then they couldn't fit the stuff of two people. Well, then maybe they can start selling some of their stuff. And earn some money. And use that to get a place of their own. If I am planning on getting my basement remodeled, that I could remodel it to help fit their needs. Oh my actual god. This right here is some grade A choosing beggars shit. Not the asshole. You help them as they were having financial issues. You don't have to accommodate any of their needs. They do have a tub. They are rude and picky while paying $1/4. They are almost kicking you out of your house. If they continue to push and demand for you to move in the smaller bedroom, maybe you should ask them to find another place to live. Not the asshole. You should seriously just kick them out. They sound like they might never leave, and will continue to take advantage of you. Not the asshole. Please remind the beggars that they cannot be choosers. Better yet, evict their entitled, ungrateful behinds. Not the asshole. Are the friends that say you're offering these people place in their homes? It's a temporary situation. If it is inconvenient for them, that's tough, but if they don't have a lot of other options, then they get what they get. If you are concerned that they are acting like this as a long-term situation, you need to figure out your limit for helping them and what it will look like when they're able to get on their own 2 feet.